It's December 17th, which means it's day 17 of Squatchmas. Today we're going to look at a very short but sweet newspaper article from 1858. You heard me correct, 1858. As we look at the article on the screen, you can see that it's from Grand Traverse Herald, which is out of Traverse City, Michigan, and the date is Friday, December 17th, 1858. The article reads as follows. Wild people in Lancaster, PA. A thing like a man, but hairy as a bear, has been seen by the people. It was very wild and strong. It was once seen in a pen, sucking the cows, and when discovered, it started as if about to fight, and then turned and fled, bounding like a deer. It walks upright and is supposed to be a wild man. That's all I have for the article. The article was in the collection of John Furman, a researcher who I've mentioned before. After John's passing, his files went to Grover Krantz. From there they went to John Green. From there they went to Christopher Murphy, and Christopher Murphy passed them on to me. There may be more to this article. I haven't looked to see. Maybe someone out there would like to do that. What's very interesting about this article is basically the first line. In Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a thing like a man, but hairy as a bear. Think about that for a second. A thing like a man, but hairy as a bear. John Furman clearly put this in the category of a very possible Sasquatch sighting. I'd have to agree with Furman, but I will say that you just never know what was seen. As well, newspapers sometimes would sensationalize things and make up stories to sell newspapers. However, when you look at some of the history of the Grand Traverse Herald, and I'll show you that on the screen, from the Library of Congress, you can see that the year that the paper started was 1858, and it ran until 1910. The date of this newspaper article is 1858. It begs the question, did the newspaper make up this story to sell newspapers, being its first year, or is this a true account, a true witness sighting? And by the same token, would the newspaper in its first year of issue risk its reputation by putting out a fake story? Surely someone could have investigated back then and found out. Word traveled fast. It was all word of mouth. The newspaper would be risking everything by publishing a fake story and having it ferreted out. We just don't know. Again though, if someone has a membership to one of the online newspaper archival sites, feel free to take a look. Maybe there was a follow-up article saying that it was a hoax, a fabricated story, or there was a follow-up to say that they found something else. Who knows? Something we also don't know is if they are referring to Lancaster, the city, or Lancaster County, both in Pennsylvania. Obviously, Lancaster, whether it be the county or the city, back in 1858 would look a lot different than it looks now in 2021. Why don't we take a look at what Lancaster looks like, where it is, and all that jazz. Lancaster County is situated in the southeast corner, kinda, of Pennsylvania. It's about an hour from Philadelphia. You can see there's not a lot of tree coverage except for on the north side and a little bit to the northeast. Lancaster is a city of about 50,000 or so people. However, in 1858, there would not have been a city of that size. A lot more forest cover, I would think. And you can see that there is a lake and actually a river to the west, the Susquehanna, if I'm saying that correctly. But it's the north side that seems to have, and the northeast side that seems to have the most forest coverage. State game lands and Middle Creek Wildlife Management and the French Creek State Park. It's hard to know where the sighting occurred because it just says Lancaster. But there is adequate forest cover for sure. Definitely. And as we zoom in, you're going to see just how thick it is inside of that forest cover. Again, a lot of the forest cover probably would have been logged out to make room for farmland and houses. what we see here on Google Earth in 2021 most certainly wouldn't represent what the area looked like in 1858. So these are full-size trees. So that's a lot of tree coverage there. Easily could hide various animals in there, but now it is surrounded by residential areas, a lot of farmland. The most intriguing thing about this article, to myself and I'm sure others, is the fact that this thing was like a man, but hairy as a bear. And it went into the pen and was sucking on the cow's teat, no doubt. That makes you wonder. So, 1858, that's an interesting year because it's exactly 100 years prior to 1958, when Bigfoot came into prominence in North America. I really hope that you enjoyed that article. That really, really old article. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Please support this channel by subscribing and leaving comments. Stay well, stay safe. Here's wishing each and every one of you a wonderful holiday season. Merry Squatchmas, everyone!